Like, dude, when I got vaccinated, I don't even want to go too much into that, but it's topical, and I know only half the room is, because I know where I'm standing. That's kind of why I got vaccinated. And honestly, like I said, I don't give a fuck if you haven't been in here. I'm way out of my own way. I understand it came out too fast. I understand it's unsafe. I got this very hippie green and granola sister who does Kundalini yoga. And she likes to tell me all the things I'm doing wrong to my body, even though I stopped drinking and I try to generally be better. And the vaccination was no different. Carmela right away is like, Hannah, you're really going to get vaccinated? What are you going to do in 10 years when the side effects come out? You're not able to have any children, and your eyes start bleeding. And I'm like, for starters, princess, I don't put this out as common knowledge, but every time I've been confronted with an abortion, I had it. So if it kind of just like immediately miscarries, well, that's kind of nice. I want to see the bonus side effects we don't know yet about COVID. I know some weird ones are going to come, but hopefully some good ones too. Like, maybe it'll finally clear up my HPV or something. Yeah. Most of you have it. Probably one of you in here gave it to me. I don't care. I'm not even upset about it. I've had HPV, hand to God, from my earliest days as Sacagawea on the Oregon Trail, my dudes. It was like the olden days. And honestly, I'm going to take this moment to tell you, HPV could be eradicated right now. I think the Mexicans almost had something for it, and we put them in cages, so sit in your sins, sluts. Like I said, I remember when I got HPV, probably the first 3 boinked dudes, where you're like, I'm glad I was, what would Jesus do in all this time? And I'm going to catch something like this so major right away. Remember just being in a Terre Haute nurse practitioner's office, and she just waltzed in with some results and was like, you down with HPV? So you got it, slut. Doesn't even matter. Won't even really matter. And it turns out it doesn't, dudes. I've had HPV, like I said, the whole time. I yell about it, and by the end of shows, people are like, we'll take it. Trying to enlist, you fucking dirtballs. Yeah, HPV never slowed me down, never missed a day of work. Most of the time, forgot about it, put up Kobe numbers, whatever. We're all doing okay out here in COVID. Don't you guys feel so happy? Junior fucking year of quarantine, doesn't this feel better than it did in freshman? LOL, it doesn't. That was a trick question. I miss the olden days of quarantine all the time, dudes. Take me back to 2020. It was hard then. I was scared and depressed and disappointed. Right in the early parts of 2020, some of my buddies had started dying and Kobe fell from the sky. I know. I miss him every day. I wish it had been LeBron. Sorry, if that joke hurt your feelings, you probably fucked me. Oh, man. I don't care. You can't see him, but I got 2 Pacers tattoos, so fuck that non-loyal fucker. Kobe was great. He probably raped someone, but he turned it around, spoke better languages. I hope they don't edit that out. Just, okay, Hannah. The stuff about the this, but Kobe. Come on, man. It's just disrespectful. Like I'm saying, that was the fun days of quarantine, dudes. The government's still giving us money. Fauci didn't know what the fuck was going on, but at least he was telling us things. I mean, now it's junior year of quarantine. We got a vaccine available, and half of y'all won't take it. No biggie. And the last CDC recommendation just said twats and prayers, so. God damn it, we might be in here forever. Let's be optimistic. And also, let's get realistic. Like I said, I can't put the shot in y'all's arm, but I was ready and willing once those fucking boys rolled off the shelf. I spent the last 2 years, freshman and sophomore year of quarantine, living in this state. I was legitimately like begging, like, bukkake all 3 into me out of Walgreens. Sick of getting this shit. Part of why I moved to Chicago last year wasn't to get away from home. I was just weary. Like, I'm gonna die from all this long haul COVID. Like, I'd already had it minimum 2 times because I never gave up on comedy. Past couple of years, and I clearly don't value the lives of others. One, just breathing state air. Second or third time I got COVID, it was already just like June of 2020 because I got bored here in Indiana in that 1 month and got a 5-week boyfriend down in Pompano Beach, Florida. Yep. I jeopardized my parents' lives early on to see about dick, tan, and a manicure. I'm just kidding, like I told you. My parents are boomer conservative Christians. Everything about them jeopardizes their lives. That's better here at home than I thought that joke might do. Chicago likes it. They're like, oh, tell us more, tormented one. Even when I tell them about like how we were acting the past couple of years of COVID, they act like they're hearing a ghost story. They're pale as fuck. Lori's had them on lockdown, dudes. I'm like, hate to burst your bubble. I don't know if you fuckers knew this, but for the past couple of years, you could have driven across state lines. Had a totally different life in the land of Pensaplenty. We were doing all right over here, you know? Never had any trouble finding someone to spit in my mouth. What was the Indiana COVID, response like the past couple of years? I was like, fuck, I don't know, unwell. Shit, if you still had a mask on May of 2020, we were calling you gay. We deserve this shit. I'm not gonna harp on Indiana. Like I said, I chose to be here, and we're not the worst state in the union. We're not Texas or Florida. But boy, oh boy, are we nipping at their heels.